Hi, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be participating in a Paper and Plastic Tablescape Sunday 2020 challenge. And it's hosted by me, myself, and DIYing, co-hosted by Mysterious Alberta, Lynn's Lifestyle Living, Diva Decorating, and Cynthia She's So Blessed. And I'm going to leave a link to all these ladies' channels down below in the description box, along with the playlist for this challenge, so that you can see everything that everybody is doing for this challenge and all the beautiful videos that people have put out, showing you exactly how you can make wonderful tablescapes on a budget for very inexpensive. Let's get going and I'll show you what I did with mine. I set my table up for a nice, elegant party. It could be a wedding, it could be an anniversary party, anything where you want a little elegance, this could do the trick. I begin by putting a paper rose on top of my plates. If you'd be interested in knowing exactly how I make my paper roses, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and then I'll put a video up and show you exactly how to make the paper roses if that's something that you'd be interested in. Now, underneath my roses, I have my dessert plate. The reason I have my dessert plate right there is obviously I have this 3-tier tray of desserts right here in the center of our table, and I like to use dessert trays as part of my centerpiece. Because this is going to be a dinner party, you might as well use the money that you're spending on your food items and incorporate it into your centerpieces. That way it's just a budget-friendly way of doing it, and it still looks elegant, but yet it's very functional and practical. And if you're interested in exactly how I made this 3-tiered dessert tray, I show you step by step at the end of this video the steps I went through to make this. Now, the reason for the paper rose right on top, besides the fact that it looks so elegant and it just totally elevates your table setting, is it also gives your guests a favor that they can take home with them and just remember your party. Now, underneath the rose and the dessert plate, we also have our dinner plate. And then underneath our dinner plate, we have our black napkin. I got our black napkin at Gordon Food Service. I got our clear plastic plates, and I can't remember if I got those either at Gordon Food Service or at Costco. One or the other. Those are leftover plates from a party that I hosted a few years ago, and I wasn't sure which place I got those. Along with the silverware, again, I got those at the same time. I think those might have been from Costco, but they could have been from Gordon Food Service. Now, underneath our plates in our napkin, I have a silver charger, and I picked up that silver charger from the Dollar Tree. Now, with your plastic plates, you can see that when you purchase these are generally quite a bit smaller than what your regular chargers are or your normal plates that you would use. Well, if you just put your silverware next to your charger, like you would when you're setting a regular dinner plate, it's going to make your dinner setting look very insignificant. So what I did to compensate for that is I simply put our silverware on the sides of our plates, but on the tops of our charger. That way it fills in that extra spot and it doesn't make your dinner plate look extremely small on your charger. And you can see how pretty that is, and it really looks like it just all goes, and it should be that way. Now, this is very inexpensive to do this table setting. These glasses here, if you watched my last thrift haul, I actually got these glasses. They were in a brand new package at my thrift store. I was able to pick up 2 of them for 50 cents. I believe that Dollar Tree actually normally sells these in the packages of 2 for $1. I believe that it was the same company as what Dollar Tree sells. Now our candles are in these little silver bowls, and these two are from Dollar Tree, and you get 4 of these silver bowls for $1. I only use 3 of them here. My candles are your flameless candles, and these are some candles that I had already had, and they are from Walmart. And you could use any flameless candles in here. And I'm using the little bit bigger candles. I think it makes it look a little bit more elegant than just using the small little tea light candles. And again, you can just see how beautiful this is. You can look at it from every angle. I'll show you exactly how I put our plate together. It's our rose on top. Then here's our little dessert plate. And then it's our dinner plate. And then we have our paper napkin. Now underneath that, you'll notice that I have a salad plate here. And I had our salad plate actually setting upside down. And the reason for that is if you put those plates, our plates, simply straight onto our charger, they end up looking a little lost and a little insignificant because they just kind of set down into that groove of the charger a little too much, and they don't really stand out and look that significant. If you put that salad plate upside down, it gives a little bit of a rise to our other plates, and it makes them stand up above the silverware and makes them a little bit more substantial looking. And there you have it. You can see how beautiful it looks when it's all put together, and yet it was so inexpensive. And yet it has a real wow to it. It's very clean and classic looking, and yet very elegant. Now on our dessert tray here, I just am using our 3 size plates. This is our dessert plate. The middle one is the salad plate, and the largest one is the dinner plate. Now these are the acrylic gems from Dollar Tree. And this right here, these are some little dessert glasses that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. And you get 6 of these little dessert glasses in a package for $1. And we are only going to be using 2 of them, and you can see how pretty they are on the bottoms, and that is exactly what we want to make this look nice and pretty. So even when all the desserts are gone off the top, it's still going to look really nice. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take these plastic acrylic beads, and we're going to fill up our little dessert cups here. Now don't overfill them. You just want them filled to the top, but not over, because they have to sit flat on our plates. Now we're going to use some of this E6000 glue, and we're just going to go all the way around the edge of our little cup here. Now your E6000 glue is going to hold this very firmly together, and it's going to be a permanent glue holding this little cup to your plate. But your E6000 does take a while to dry. Go ahead and just put a little bit of hot glue right around the top of it as well. And your hot glue is going to hold it instantly, while your E6000 is going to hold it permanently. And then just line that right up, right in the center of your plate, and then flip it over. Just like that, and that is the bottom layer of our 3-tier tray. Now that will take just a second to dry, so while that's drying, we're going to set that aside, and we're going to go ahead and do our next layer. Do you see the dot right here on this plate? If you look at the bottom of these little glasses, you'll see a dot right in the center of those as well. What you're going to do is you're just going to line up your 2 dots together. And that's how you know you're going to get them right in the center. Again, we just want to round the top with our E6000. And again, we're just going to put a little bit of that hot glue right around on top of that E6000. Just like that. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit, just enough to hold it while it's drying. and then putting our plate right on top, matching up those dots. You can hold it for just a second, then you can set that off to the side and do our last layer here. And this is really, it's such a simple project to do, but this can be your centerpiece. You don't have to spend a ton of money on centerpieces. You're going to have to be purchasing desserts anyway for your party, so you might as well incorporate them into the look of your tablescape and use it. Save some money doing that. You don't have to do centerpieces and do desserts and do, each thing separately. Incorporate them together, save money, make it budget friendly, and yet it will still be beautiful. Now all we're going to do is finish this up real quick here, putting that last plate right on the top, and we're going to have this all done. We're just doing the exact same thing that we did before. Putting our plate on, lining it up, lining our 2 dots up, just as I showed you. It'll just take a second to dry with the hot glue on there. There it is once it's all done. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd really appreciate it if you leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks so much for watching.